I let my grandmother humiliate my fiancé because that's exactly what my fiancé asked me to do. My grandmother has been a thorn in my fiancé Maria's side since the day they met. She's asked Maria if her parents snuck across the border, told me I was disrespecting the family bloodline, even reported her family to ICE, knowing they were legal. Maria stopped going to family events 2 years ago. I barely spoke to my grandmother anymore. So when Maria asked, "Can we go to your grandmother's house for Thanksgiving this year?" I knew something was wrong. "Why would you want to go there?" I asked. She had this small smile. "Just trust me." "Okay, can you tell me why?" "Not yet." There was something in her face, calm, almost amused. "Please," she said, "come with me." I didn't understand, but I said yes. We drove to my grandmother's house on Thanksgiving. Maria's hands were relaxed on her lap, not like the past nervousness she'd displayed. Something was happening. I just didn't know what. 15 family members were already there when we arrived. My grandmother opened the door, saw Maria. Her face tightened. "Oh, I thought we were having a family dinner." Maria smiled sweetly. "I'm so glad to be here." We sat down at the long dining table. I was watching Maria carefully. She seemed weirdly confident. My grandmother started serving food. "So Maria, your parents still house cleaning and janitoring?" My jaw clenched. "My father's still an accountant," Maria said. "My mother just got promoted to head nurse." My grandmother's eyebrows went up. "Does she work at a Mexican hospital where anyone can be a head nurse?" I started to say something, but Maria touched my hand under the table, gave a subtle shake of her head. 20 minutes in, my grandmother looked at Maria. "I remember you said you got hired as an engineer? Those diversity quotas must have come in handy." She earned her position. I jumped in. "I'm sure they told her that." My grandmother smiled at me, then turned to Maria. "But let's be honest, someone else with your qualifications wouldn't have gotten that job." My hands were in fists under the table. Then my grandma pivoted and started talking about children. "You know your children are destined to be miserable." She pointed her fork at Maria. "Not white enough for us, but not Mexican enough for them. Those kids are going to be confused their whole lives." She leaned forward. "That's your fault, Maria. You should have stayed with your own kind." I stood up fast. My chair scraped against the floor. "Maria, kitchen, now." I grabbed her arm, pulled her into the kitchen. My voice was shaking. "Are you hearing her right now? We're leaving." Maria had that same smile. "I can hear her perfectly." "Then why aren't you angry?" "Because I don't need you to defend me." "What does that mean?" "It means trust me." She touched my face. "We're staying for dessert. I promise this will make sense." I looked at her. "I've always trusted you. I'm not stopping now." We went back to the table. My grandmother was still talking. "Your people come here and expect everything handed to them." My sister and 2 cousins were staring at their plates, uncomfortable. Maria was watching them carefully, like they were the missing piece to her puzzle. "This family knows what loyalty looks like," my grandmother said suddenly. "Unlike you, we know what honesty means." Maria checked her watch. She put down her fork, stood up, and clicked her glass. "Actually, about that family loyalty you mentioned." Maria suddenly pulled papers from her purse. "A few months ago, I heard you were dying." The room went completely silent. My grandmother's face changed. "That's none of your business." Maria ignored her. "I know you need a kidney transplant. 6 months left to live without one." My grandmother's mouth opened, then closed. Maria continued. "Your children were all tested to see if anyone was a match, but they all told you that no one was." My grandmother was raging. "What's this got to do with Thanksgiving?" Maria put a document on the table. "Everything, because your children all lied to you." She pointed at my sister. "Rebecca matched at 95% compatibility." My sister's face drained of color. Maria pointed at my cousins. "David matched at 92%. Jennifer at 89%. My grandmother stared at her 3 children. "What is she talking about?" Maria cut her off. "I'm talking about the fact your own children would rather see you dead." My grandmother turned to Rebecca. Rebecca was stammering. "Mom, the recovery is months. I have kids. They could save you." Maria interrupted. "They just don't want to." Maria then pulled out another document. "But I would have." My mouth fell open as she continued. "I got tested 3 months ago. I'm a 96% match. Perfect donor." My grandmother's face transformed. Shock, then desperate hope. You would give me your kidney?" "I was going to." Maria let that hang in the air. "I came here tonight to see if you changed." My grandmother reached toward her. "Maria, I'm sorry. Don't apologize now that it's convenient." Maria said. "Please, I'll change." Grandma cried. "Too late for that, abuelita." Maria picked up her purse. "You just lost the only kidney you were going to get." She walked toward the door. I followed her. My grandmother was screaming. "Maria, please!" Maria stopped at the door. "You spent 5 years teaching me I wasn't good enough for your family. Now you'll spend your last 6 months knowing I was the only one good enough to save you."